I'm not a big fan of laws prohibiting Holocaust denial. I believe that people should have the right to say whatever they like, and that no subject should be taboo for debate, although I do believe that certain restraints should be put on debate, at least in terms of an academic debate. They have to stay civilized. Now, having said that, anyone who would deny the Holocaust is either a very poor historian or has another reason for doing so. In my opinion, if you're going to deny the Holocaust, you might as well deny the Second World War, because the historical record that we rely upon to chronicle the one is the very same one that we rely upon for information about the other. So go ahead and let's see the logic or the reasoning behind these sorts of arguments. Now, before I even dignify this kind of argument, I have to say that one of the things that actually repels me from the entire subject of Holocaust denial is the sort of people who engage in it. You just have to go down the list of the high-profile Holocaust deniers, and you get the inescapable feeling that there's more to this picture than meets the eye. They're not just trying to say, oh, the historical record is somewhat flawed and we'd like to correct it. It becomes fairly obvious that there's a distinct whiff of anti-Semitism about the whole thing. Holocaust denial is alive and well today. There's an embarrassing amount of it going on in the Islamic world today. And again, I've said this in previous videos, the persistence of gutter anti-Semitism in the Islamic world makes it very difficult, or at least inhibits one's ability to make a case, or at least to make a coherent case against Islamophobia in the West. I wish that that kind of thing wasn't so prevalent in the Islamic world, but it is, unfortunately, and it's got to be dealt with. So when you deny the Holocaust, you start to smell bad. Most people will stop listening to you once you start talking like that, at least in the West. Even though all you're doing is you're saying, you're expressing a historical opinion. I've got all kinds of historical opinions. I've got a degree in history. This ring says history on it, for whatever that's worth. And I've gotten into all kinds of debates with people about how we interpret the historical record. And I've never had anyone call me a genocidist because of that. There are certain historical issues that are very sensitive to certain people. I grew up in the Irish community. Discussing the Great Famine in the middle of the 19th century is, 160 years later, still very sensitive to some people. So you approach it with caution. The same thing with the Holocaust. Now, I'm not in favor of laws restricting people's right to ridicule religious figures. I'm not in favor of censorship. I'm not in favor of anyone denying anyone's right to participate in Draw Muhammad Day in any way that they see fit. Having said that, I look upon people who would actually get into the more nasty type of Draw Muhammad Day activities, i.e. pornographic caricatures, that sort of thing, in much the same light as I look upon people who deny the Holocaust. Just saying that the Holocaust never happened is, as I say, just like saying that the Second World War never happened, but it smells bad when people say it. Drawing a cartoon might just be drawing a cartoon, but a certain kind of a cartoon smells bad. I don't want to have my name associated with Holocaust deniers, even though on the face of it, denying the Holocaust is just a somewhat eccentric historical school of thought. I don't want to be associated with people that are drawing pornographic, extremely offensive caricatures of Muhammad, even though all they're doing is drawing pictures. It smells bad. I don't want that stink to cling to my clothes when I walk around among other people. Do you? Thank you.